Hello everyone and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Today we have to comment on the sad loss of Olivia Newton-John. She was a UK-born, Australian-raised singer who became very famous in America as well as other countries. Australia has, and probably always will, claim that she belongs there. But she was actually born in the UK, and sadly she passed away the day before yesterday. When Olivia Newton-John was growing up, first of all she wanted to be a vet, and then she wanted to be a policewoman. She formed a girl group with 3 other school friends aged 14, and she started performing in a cafe run by her sister's boyfriend. Australians grew up with a very young Olivia Newton-John on their screens. By the time she was aged 15, she was in a talent competition over there. I believe it was called The Happy Show. She was also in another called Sing, 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 which was another talent show in Sydney, and she won top prize, a trip to England. Even after she became very, very famous, starring opposite John Travolta in the musical Grease, Australia claimed that they made her famous, and it was indeed an Australian person who was touring the world. Australians right now are remembering many memorable moments. One of them is when she sang for the Queen at the Sydney Opera House in 1980. And she also performed at the Sydney Olympics in 2000. But we shouldn't forget that she was actually born here in the UK before her parents immigrated. When Australia woke up to the news of her death, her name dominated Australian social media. Even with other news of the day, Olivia Newton-John still was the main news story. So much so that in Australia, the Deputy Prime Minister gave a very passionate speech. He said, "For all of us who grew up watching Grease, an era has ended." "Everybody wanted to be her friend," said somebody else. And I remember as a teenager at school when the first song or first big hit, If Not For You, every girl wanted to be Olivia. I don't remember the song called If Not For You, but anyway, I do remember Olivia Newton-John in Britain's Eurovision. She sang Long Live Love. I guess because she was born here, she was allowed to participate. Although it's a bit of a mystery why Australia is in Eurovision, because they're not in Europe. My memories of Olivia Newton-John aren't quite as pronounced as perhaps other people, because I don't really remember her so well. I remember Grease coming out, and I also remember that song, what was it called? You're the One That I Want, which she sang with John Travolta. The star was also known for her philanthropy. She did many things, possibly because she had breast cancer, and she was very passionate about raising money for breast cancer charities. She called on Australia to be the same as California to legalize medicinal marijuana. Actually, she lived in California, So she had moved there from Australia. And even flags were flying at half-mast outside the Olivia Newton-John Cancer Wellness and Research Institute in her hometown of Melbourne. She gave a lot of hope to a lot of people, and she even recorded a goodbye video for her fans. I don't like watching things like that. They're usually a little bit sad and a little bit macabre. Ooh, no, watching someone speaking after they're dead. But she was certainly a musical icon, and that, I think, is what makes her very, very special. Coming from a background of country songs, and eventually ending up in Greece, and then her image changed into something a little bit more raunchy, with producing songs like Physical. She covers a lot of different genres, and going from the soft woman into the hard leather-wearing woman in Greece, I think probably changed her character. Of course, I never met her. I'm just an ordinary person, but it looks like we all will remember her. And thankfully, her music is preserved, and I'm sure it will do a lot for the world. So that's Olivia Newton-John, who died a few days ago. Thanks, everyone. See you. Bye.